Hey guys, this is Anchor7DD of 7 Days Departed, and today I'm going to be making an extremely important video going to be discussing the Titan heroes, more specifically having to do with the attack power increase. In the past, we always relied on Wukong to get our attack power increase. Small Giant has been nice to us and has released a few other heroes, so I get asked this a ton now, especially on my live streams, which hero should I be using? Should I be using Tarlak? Should I be using Ranveer? Should I be using Miki? So I will discuss all of those today, and you will have a pretty clear indication as to my thoughts and my opinions on this. But if you could do me a huge favor, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I really appreciate it. I love it that you guys are really supportive in this. And also, make sure you leave a comment below. Let me know, did you think I got it right? Do you think I got it wrong? What your thoughts, what your opinions are, because I really appreciate and value all your feedback. I'm going to get back into the video, but first I have to do a major shout out to our sponsor here, which is Raid Shadow Legends. They're the ones that are sponsoring this video here. They have a totally free new game that has over 10 million downloads in the last 6 months. It also comes with 200,000 reviews with an almost perfect score. So if you guys know anything about games, that is very difficult to achieve. I have been playing the game. It has been quite fun. If you want to check it out as well, go ahead and install the game. There's a link below that also gives you 50,000 bonus silver coins that come with it and a epic free hero. It's all part of their new incentive, the new player program. So don't download it directly from the App Store. Make sure you grab it from the link below. They actually have this new roadmap that's pretty cool that's coming out too. And it kind of shows you that they have new factions that are coming on. They've got the tag team arena, new clan bosses that are actually showing up in the game too. So let me actually give you a quick gameplay of this as well. This is my base here. If you take a look up at the top left hand corner, Anchor7DD, this is my profile. I actually just checked out and joined a new clan too. So they got clans and their champions are similar to the heroes. I picked out this guy Kale. He was my the new main starting hero. So I'll just show you a quick battle here really quick. I'm actually stuck in the dungeon right now, which has been kind of fun because I've been trying to make this video and I'm like, I have to make the video, but I'm stuck in the dungeon. But they have this auto feature over here that allows you to just auto attack. So at the bottom left hand corner, it'll automatically attack for you, or you can shut that off. And you can be more specific with what moves you want. But guys, if you do check it out, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. I will be dabbling with it and checking it out, sticking with it for a little bit. And make sure you click on the link below to download it so you guys take advantage of the extra bonuses. So let me get back into the Titan video. I appreciate it. So the very first hero that we have up is Wukong. Wukong has been extremely important in this game since the very beginning. Up until about 6 months ago, just about every single person used this hero on every single Titan attack. Reason being is it gives all allies 185% attack with minus 32% accuracy for 5 turns. Obviously the accuracy decrease is not good, but when you have 185% attack, that's what allows you to get incredibly high Titan scores. What you want to do is you want to make sure you use all your hero specials with all the other heroes, and then Wukong is intended to fire off last, and then where you actually score the most amount of Titan hits actually comes from your tile damage. So what Wukong does with having the increase 185% attack, it means that all the tiles that hit are going to be hitting for a lot. Big issue though here is the accuracy, so you would have a lot of inconsistent hits. Be times where you'd have really good hits, and then the times where you'd have really bad hits. So it's one of the reasons why you still need Wukong if you don't have the other ones, but we've got a whole bunch of other heroes that are a lot better right now. And then when you look at the Titan heroes increasing on the attack power, it kind of puts Wukong a little bit on the back burner of things. So let me talk about the other ones. The next hero that we have up is Ranveer. Ranveer kinda at first glance just looks like a slightly better version than Wukong, but there's a lot of big differences that I don't think that most people take into consideration when considering Titan heroes. Like I mentioned previously, with Wukong you want to have kind of at the end having a major attack hero that's going to increase the attack. So Ranveer helps out with that. It does do initial damage at 265 damage, which is still pretty decent. It's extra damage. But the big important part is that Ranveer spits at fast speed, not to mention that it actually has the elemental link for all holy allies for 46% against dark enemies. So when you're coupling Ranveer being at fast speed, it's got a higher increase on attack power. It has a slightly higher increase or decrease on accuracy as well too, but it's definitely going to be worth it versus Wukong in terms of the two. There's just the comparison between Ranveer and Wukong is so incredibly better for Ranveer than Wukong that it's not really a discussion, and that's why when we start getting into the other three, that's where it becomes debate. Currently, I have mine at level 70. I'm definitely considering bringing Ranveer up to 80, which brings the attack power to 768, which is actually quite a bit of attack power. And then the defense gets up to 782, and the health is at 1126. So a lot more sustainability now that they've released the 13 and 14 star Titans. Regardless, I'm still really big on this. I've gotten some really big Titan hits using Ranveer as well. But let me go ahead. I'm going to talk about the other two as well too. Next up, we have one of my personal favorite heroes in the game, and completely with being Tarlak. I do have my Tarlak maxed at 80, and Tarlak gives all allies 100% normal attack for 4 turns, stacks with similar effects up to a maximum of 160 normal attack, and then all allies regenerate 324 HP over 4 turns. So this obviously is only increasing by 100% attack, but we don't have the downside of having the heroes miss. I actually pretty consistently use Tarlak on using offensive raids. Tarlak allows me to have an offensive hero that also deals damage but also heals. So I do a lot of auto farming using Tarlak. But when it comes to Titans here, we've got the 824 attack power, which is pretty much the highest in the game, and also a lot of sustainability on the defense and health, so it allows Tarlak to stay alive a lot longer. While this is spitting at average speed, I have still found that my hits with Titan hits have become a lot more consistent and a lot more predictable, which is something that's really important when you start getting into the 13 and 14 star Titans. It's less about having incredibly high Titan hit, but more about having consistency. So that is one of the major impacts, major things with Tarlak. Tarlak was pretty much set up as the best hero in terms of Titans in increasing the attack power. But now we've actually got Miki as well too, that adds an element of issues. So last up for our conversation today is going to be Miki. Now Miki was just the previous hero of the month, where you're getting all allies get 130% normal attack that only applies when the enemy has more HP than the attacker, which is obviously going to happen when you have a Titan. And it stacks with similar effects up to a maximum of 170 normal attack. The effect lasts for 5 turns. The target and nearby enemies also get silenced for 4 turns, and the elemental link gives 4% mana generation to ice heroes. So from what everybody has been saying, they've been able to consistently get extremely high hits with Miki. Now, what I will go ahead and mention when it comes to Miki is that people don't understand that there's a lot of defensive down heroes that are color specific in blue, as well as elemental specific color in defensive blue, that allows a lot of functionality between missing heroes and being able to generate really high heroes. So that's something that will go ahead and inflate the Titan score hits when you're looking at now going up against the red Titans. Now you add Miki to the element because you have the attack power increase with like a Curl that adds attack power increase. And then you've got defensive down with Athena, color specific blue, defensive down. And then you also have elemental specific down where you've got King Arthur as well as Frida. So all of those, and then also you also have Asarnia and Grimm if you don't have Athena. So adding all of those elements to Miki, now you add it to where you can run mono and you don't need to worry about any other colors. You've got Miki that's going to be adding 130% normal attack. The biggest issue that I have with Miki is that it is at slow, but now I know the target and near my enemies getting silenced is actually pretty relevant. The only issue to silence is a lot of times when you're running these 13 and 14 star Titans, it's a lot of times it's better if the Titan uses its hero special versus individual hits, because a lot of times if you're able to weather the storm, the hero special goes off and it deals damage to all your heroes rather than individually killing your heroes. So sometimes I can see how that silence effects would actually go against what you're trying to do, which is staying alive. Which is it seems kind of counterintuitive, where you're like, oh, I don't want the Titan special to go off, when in all actuality, there's a lot of times where I like the Titan special going off because it doesn't do the individual hit and it doesn't kill my individual hero. With all that being said, Miki is an absolute all-star on Titans. Definitely fits in. The only problem I have with Miki is the versatility, whether it be on defense or using it as an actual regular hero. This Miki is essentially just set up for Titan heroes. In any other facet, I wouldn't really use it. So, giving all this information, how does this all break down, and what do I give in terms of where you should be at? If I had to choose a hero that is best suited for all Titans, the most overall impacting hero, I would probably choose Miki. Reason being is Miki fits in really well against the awkward Titans. Currently, right now, the awkward Titans are the yellow Titans as well as the green Titans. The reason why they're awkward is because there's no purple attack power increase and there's no red attack power increase that is as high as the two. So Miki fits really well, and then obviously you're going to want to bring Miki in against red Titans because blue is strong against the red. And when it comes to Tarlak, Tarlak absolutely fits in against blue Titans, and then when you look into the purple Titans, Ranveer is who I would bring in. So you kind of have a trifecta if you have all three. So what I recommend is, say you do have all three, I still recommend leveling up all three. You can't just pick one. If you only have Tarlak and Ranveer, I would probably go ahead and choose Tarlak. If you only have Ranveer, use Ranveer, so vice versa. But if you have all three, you want to make sure you use all three. And I do think that Miki personally fits in on the awkward Titans there. The only issue that Miki has, being slow, that definitely comes into an element of this, but it is very much just a Titan hero. So if you guys like the video, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to it. Give me likes, those absolutely help. And again, leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about it, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video.